Hello, parents, teachers, and students. Thank you for taking a moment to view our Math Quarter 2 Benchmark Data Report and Analysis presentation. As your student's third grade math teacher, I can truly say that each student brings a can-do attitude every day, which has yielded achievement improvement for all students. In this brief presentation, I'll cover the following. First, we'll look at performance outcomes and scoring. Second, we'll address ways that I monitor student progress. And lastly, we'll take a look at instructional learning strategies. On January 15th and 16th, all third grade students participated in a countywide assessment in mathematics. This test is called the FAST, or Formative Assessment Standardized Test, and is used to measure students' mastery of quarterly learning objectives. After the test is administered and scored, I evaluate each student's performance in order to design and prepare instructional programs that will improve the needs of each unique learner. Congratulations are definitely in order for our class of 68 students. As a whole, over 85% of students met or exceeded the required passing score. And of this percentage, 50% of students were advanced and 34 were proficient. Our classroom FAST scores improved nearly 10% from quarter 1. Less than 11 out of 68 students scored basic, and with more than a month until MSA, we are confident we will meet our goal of 100% proficient and advanced for all students. To add to the good news, 100% of students either improved 2 to 34 points or maintained a passing score. Great job, third grade. I am so proud of you. The FAST test consisted of 60 selected response questions ranging in complexity in over 15 different objectives. Please refer to our classroom blog for a complete list of the assessed objectives. A basic score indicates that the student has not met grade level mastery. A proficient score indicates that the student has met grade level proficiency, and an advanced score indicates a deep understanding of the content. Please note this assessment is not a comprehensive diagnostic of your child's math performance, but rather a snapshot of quarterly, 10 to 12 week performance. At this time, I like to feature a few of our smart scholars who made excellent gains on the FAST 2 assessment.
FAST 1 score was 54% proficient. My FAST 2 score was 90% advanced. I went up 34 points.
My FAST 1 score was an 89% advanced. My FAST 2 score was a 95% advanced. I improved 6 points.
My FAST 1 score was 81% advanced. My FAST 2 score was 90% advanced. I moved up 9 points.
My FAST 1 score was 60% proficient. My FAST 2 score was 73 advanced. I improved 13 points.
My FAST 1 score was 50% proficient. My FAST 2 score was 58% proficient.
I improved 8 points.
My FAST 1 score was 81% advanced. My FAST 2 score was 91% advanced. I improved 10 points.
My FAST 1 score was a 60% proficient. My FAST 2 score was a 74 advanced. I went up 14 points.
My score was 41% of basic. My FAST 2 score was 63% proficient. I improved 22 points.
My name is Rochelle. This is the unit's concepts wall. It helps me track my progress and data. This is advanced, proficient, and basic. I put my name under what I get on these simple standards. If I get 2 or less wrong, I get advanced. If I get 3 wrong, I get proficient. If I get 3 or more wrong, I get basic. These are all the objectives that we learned in 3rd grade. I can pick any objectives from the unit concepts wall. I can do it for independent work, homework, or tech tutoring Tuesdays. The unit concept wall really helps me improve my scores.
As one of our students explained, I have designed a classroom space where students are able to self-assess their own learning, track their progress, and determine what their areas of focus should be. This is one way I differentiate instruction to ensure that student needs are being met on a daily basis, and it also involves students in ownership of the learning process. The unit concept wall also maximizes instructional time and targets areas that require improvement. It also provides teachers, students, and administrators with a visible, up-to-date look at data on each child. Student data wall is another way student progress is monitored. In contrast to the unit concepts wall, the data wall houses individual student data cards disclosing their quarterly goals set during data conferences and benchmark scores. Not featured but to the left are report summaries from the data. Student names are covered for privacy. Teaching in the 21st century definitely has its perks, like using this handy-dandy Apple app, the Super Duper Data Tracker, which allows me to document and monitor student progress. The app automatically creates charts and graphs, calculates scores, allows me to add notes, set student goals, and arrange students into groups. All information can be shared via email with parents. With the press of a button, I have clear data that is portable and readily accessible. What I love about this app is that I can easily compile student data during class time, or students can use the iPad to enter and track their own data. It's an eco-friendly, tech-savvy teaching tool. I use an array of instructional strategies that facilitate student learning. I'll take a brief moment to share a few. Students utilize small group learning stations to aid in their understanding and application of mathematical concepts. In our room, we have 5 distinct centers or learning stations. In the technology station, students spend time using research-based learning programs such as Compass Learning and Edmodo. During the small group conference center, students work on inquiry-based learning tasks as I act as a facilitator. In another center, students work with hands-on group-based projects which often integrate technology and real-world-based scenarios.
I know that's me too. So busy with things,
Students not at a table center often use the portable center cart to work on independent or partnered assignments. At the Integrated Skills Review Center, students are able to combine their knowledge of what they are previously working on in conjunction to concepts that we've learned in the past to anchor and deepen their understanding of math content.
And today I'm your host. Today we're here with a special guest named Talise, and today she's going to show us some tips and strategies that she used on her Fast 2 test.
Well, Belen, I circled the numbers and underlined the key words.
Great job. Were there other tips that you used?
Yes, if somebody has an accommodation, they should use it, like extra time or somebody reading the test to the child.
Great job. I have accommodations and I use them, so I don't have to rush to do the test, or if I need somebody to read me the test, they can. Thanks for joining us. Good luck on the MSA and see you for Fast 3.
Hello, I'm going to give you an example of writing on the test. It says, Jamal helped bake 36 cookies. So I'm going to circle 36. At the end of the day, only 21 cookies were left. So I'm going to underline left. Which equation shows how to find how many cookies were eaten? So A says 36 minus blank equals 21. That might be the answer, so I'm going to put a question mark. B says blank equals 21 equals 36. I know it's not, 36 is not the answer because it says there was 21 left, so I know that's not the answer. C says 21 plus 36 equals blank, so we're not adding because left means subtract, so that's not the answer. And this one says 36 plus blank equals 21, and that's adding, so that's not the answer. So now I know A is the answer.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to stop by our classroom blog to check out more information on data, weekly photos, videos, and more.